Today, we're counting down the top 5 neighborhoods across the greater Seattle area where happy hour energy really stands out, from classic downtown bar blocks to beer gardens and late afternoon food deals. And the neighborhood that takes the top spot might be obvious to some Seattle regulars, but the full path there has a few surprises. For this countdown, we're looking beyond just one great bar or one famous deal. The neighborhoods that rise to the top have clusters of recognizable venues, a strong after-work rhythm, and enough variety that happy hour can mean oysters, cider, pasta, beer, cocktails, or a casual table with friends before the night gets going. Number 5 is Fremont. Fremont has long had its own offbeat identity in northern Seattle, and that character carries right into its happy hour scene. Brewer's Cafe is a major anchor here, with 64 rotating drafts, a European cave feel, and a reputation that keeps beer fans coming back. Add in the Fremont Brewery Beer Garden, Schilling Cider, and nearby live music rooms like High Dive and Nectar Lounge, and Fremont becomes more than a one-stop neighborhood. It is a compact happy hour zone where drinks, music, and a distinctly Seattle sense of place all overlap. Number 4 is Pioneer Square. This is one of Seattle's oldest urban districts, sitting in the southwest corner of downtown, with brick buildings, historic storefronts, and a nightlife pattern that goes back generations. For happy hour, Pioneer Square stands out because the options are packed close together, especially around the stadium and downtown adjacent blocks. Good Bar brings a memorable setting with happy hour from 4 to 7 p.m. inside a former bank vault, while King Street Bar and Oven, Jimmy's on First, and 13 Coins add more classic downtown choices. Research from haphunt and the Infatuation often points to this area for its unusually steady concentration of happy hour stops per block. Number 3 is Ballard. Ballard has a long history as its own community before becoming part of Seattle, and today its happy hour identity is strongly tied to Ballard Avenue. This is one of the city's most recognizable bar and restaurant corridors, with brick storefronts, busy sidewalks, and an easy shift from afternoon drinks into dinner. The Walrus and the Carpenter is a standout for oyster happy hour, running Monday through Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m., while Sabine Cafe and Bar draws attention for deep discounts on drinks and food. Pair that with Ballard's broader craft beer scene, and you get a neighborhood that feels built for a slow, satisfying start to the evening. Number 2 is Belltown. Just north of the downtown core and close to the waterfront, Belltown has one of Seattle's densest restaurant and bar strips, especially along 1st and 2nd Avenue. Happy hour here works because you can move from a casual neighborhood bar to a late-night institution without changing the whole plan. Some Random Bar is one of the key names, with happy hour Monday through Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. and all day Sunday. The 5 Point Cafe adds its own long-running, no-frills downtown character, with food and drink discounts that keep it firmly in the happy hour conversation. Belltown feels like the bridge between office hour Seattle and nighttime Seattle. And number 1 is Capitol Hill. This is the city's most concentrated happy hour neighborhood because the Pike and Pine corridor puts so many bars, restaurants, and late-day dining options within a few blocks of each other. Linda's Tavern is an icon, with daily happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m., and it still has the kind of patio and tavern atmosphere that feels deeply tied to Capitol Hill. Donna's brings one of the most talked-about deals, with $10 pasta bowls that Eater has called one of the city's best happy hour bargains. Then you add Tamari Bar, Unicorn, and Fogon Cocina Mexicana, and Capitol Hill becomes the clearest number 1. Not because of one venue, but because the whole corridor keeps delivering. So, to recap, Fremont comes in at number 5 with beer gardens, cider, and live music. Pioneer Square takes number 4 with historic nightlife blocks. Ballard lands at number 3 with Ballard Avenue and Oyster Happy Hour. Belltown claims number 2 with its downtown-adjacent bar strip. And Capitol Hill takes number 1 with the Pike and Pine Happy Hour corridor. That top spot may not shock anyone who has spent a Friday evening there, but the strength of the whole top 5 shows how many different versions of happy hour Seattle can offer. From old brick streets to brewery patios to dense nightlife blocks, Each neighborhood brings its own reason to show up before dinner. What did we miss? Which neighborhood, bar, restaurant, or specific happy hour spot would have made your personal top 5? If you think a place should have ranked higher, or if there's a hidden gem we're sleeping on, drop it in the comments. If this helped you map out your next Seattle happy hour, give the video a like and subscribe for more Seattle neighborhood deep dives. And tell us what you want next: coffee neighborhoods, late-night food districts, waterfront hangouts, or a closer look at one Seattle neighborhood in particular.